as it allows participants to publish what they think will happen, and then the producers can use the most popular outcome to please the participants or shock them, which could have been done in the EastEnders storyline. The same process benefits the participants, mainly because if they do not understand what has been shown on the main medium of TV, they can read what other viewers have said, which may help them identify with and enjoy the storyline more. The audience engagement for this transmedia experience is a high level of engagement. Firstly, the audiences can engage passively in watching the TV programme and leaving their engagement minimal. The audience participation can rise slightly but stay passive through reading tweets created during the live shows, also reading the fact files created on the BBC EastEnders website, and watching the programmes where clues for the unveiling of Lucy Beale's murder were given out. Although, if the audience did participate in all of these engagements, it would seem as if they are active in the transmedia experience, but they are still passive because they are not contributing anything to the experience. The audience can also engage actively through all mediums mentioned, but through participation. On Twitter, when they see tweets being published throughout the live shows, they can actively engage with these by replying to Tamwa. They can also get involved through Twitter by using the hashtag #WhoKilledLucy. When they put this on their tweets, it will link them to all of the other tweets with this tag, and they can get involved with other participants' ideas about the show. On the EastEnders website, they have a fact file set up like a real police investigation, so participants can read all of the case files to make their own conclusions of who killed Lucy. This is laid out with newspaper articles, photos, maps and police notes surrounding the pile of the case files, and in the foreground of the screen is whatever tab the user has clicked on to find out more information. On this site are all of the suspects that could have killed Lucy. The participant is invited to click on each suspect, of which there are 15. Each case file gives the participants the suspect's alibi for the night of the crime, motive for why they may have wanted to kill Lucy, the suspect's relationship to Lucy, a video format police interview asking them their whereabouts on the night in question, and a quotation of whom they think, as an actor rather than a character, killed Lucy. This provides excitement for the audience because the characters do not even know who killed Lucy, so it adds to the exhilaration of the transmedia experience. Participants in the experience can also do a quiz about EastEnders so far. This tests knowledge of the viewers, then gives them a score at the end. For the audience, could be argued that participants of this transmedia experience could have a high level of emotional engagement about EastEnders so far. Because if they have watched the programme for years and followed the story from the beginning, then the anticipation is great to find the killer, as if they knew Lucy and they wanted justice for her. This would drive the participants to participate on a very active level because they want to find out who did it just as much as her on-screen family. An initial challenge met through documenting this experience is that a lot of participation on Twitter doesn't seem serious, and a lot of participants who have used this medium to mock this experience. This is unhelpful for using the hashtag #WhoKilledLucy to find out more clues, to piece together their theory and see people's serious involvement. Another challenge involving Twitter is that it's very timely to see every single tweet sent, so it was near enough impossible to see every single tweet, which places a barrier on Twitter as a medium because it cannot be studied to its full potential. During and after the transmedia experience, an opportunity is that thousands of people were involved and it was clear that it was very popular. Researching the experience as it happened was exciting because as an active member of the experience and through studying it was exciting to see the unveiling of how the transmedia experience played alongside the programme. It was also stimulating knowing that a lot of participants probably did not realise the type of experience they were participating in. To them, it was just a programme with other aspects to it. This brings new and exciting aspects to the world of transmedia. As usually, transmedia experiences are not known about in popular media. However, a very big challenge, as previously mentioned, of further researching into the transmedia experience after it's happened, that getting through thousands of tweets is very timely and near enough impossible. The Twitter aspect of the transmedia experience makes it somewhat like an alternative reality game, an ARG, as participants are partaking in audience interaction. In an ARG, the narrative reality of these source story worlds is taken as genuine. Participants of the EastEnders ARG are taking what is happening very seriously and genuinely, which could be argued as to why they are so active in participation. They are reacting to the storyline as it goes along, and it is taking them beyond the passive role of just watching the programme. The producers have clearly taken the programme from a passive experience to a transmedia experience. This transmedia experience is best analysed through discourse analysis of what participants were writing on the Twitter feed. As previously mentioned, the Twitter aspect of the transmedia experience brought in thousands of participant responses, so to analyse all of these responses would be unachievable. Due to this, a selection of tweets from the unveiling will be analysed. These will be in response to tweets from the transmedia participants sent out from BBC EastEnders. The way the transmedia participants converse and interact with the experience on Twitter covers a number of narrative discourses. Some interaction could be seen as metatextual, because participants are talking about the storyline as if it's real.
Bobby killed Lucy.
When Twitter users are conversing with each other, it could be seen as collaborative. This could be directly through tweeting other users using their names in their tweets, or it could be argued that using the hashtag #WhoKilledLucy in a tweet could make the context of the tweet collaborative. Following on from this, it is certain that all of the tweets sent with the hashtag #WhoKilledLucy are fictional. They are concerned with playing the fiction out in order to puzzle solve.
Max is going into the house.
The type of language the tweeters use could be described as extra-diegetic. They are all discussing the content in the narrative of EastEnders to their Twitter followers and to other people using the hashtag #WhoKilledLucy, not in the real world around them. It could also be said that the conversation topics of tweets are extra-textual, as participants are talking about the storyline and contributing to the transmedia experience, are doing so from their own point of view. They are all using the first person
Can't believe I didn't guess.
and
I knew it.
giving insights into their opinions and contributions to the transmedia experience and what is happening on screen. To conclude, the EastEnders transmedia experience worked very well through the unveiling of the #WhoKilledLucy storyline. The audience, without being told to participate, participated heavily through tweeting. They interacted with each other and with the producers to all work together to find out who killed Lucy Beale. However, if the medium of social media hadn't have been available, BBC EastEnders would have not been able to create the experience. This could be a reason why this hasn't happened before with EastEnders. Knowing that EastEnders and the BBC would have created all the content on their website, it would imply that they did mean to create some sort of transmedia experience, but it is unclear whether the hashtag #WhoKilledLucy was created by the Twitter users or the BBC. Despite this, it did work well within the transmedia experience.
Whatever she says, she started it. She made everyone unhappy.